So I'd like to begin by asking a few questions. Who has their smartphone in their pocket right now? And who's read the fine print in your owner's manual that says that the smartphone should never be within about an inch of the body?
Welcome everybody to the White House. This is White House 5G Summit.
5G is the next generation of wireless service.
5G is the future. T-Mobile will build a 5G network.
This site is ready for 5G. There is nothing that needs to be done to this equipment on the antenna system to be ready for 5G.
That's why together we're leading the 5G innovation charge.
The wireless industry is in a race to roll out 5G service. Now, 5G is supposed to be up to 100 times faster than current data speeds, but it requires cell phone tower equipment to be closer to users than ever before.
Most churches and most schools now have cell towers on them. And so it exposes the people around them and, of course, the students who go to those schools. This is a cell tower in San Francisco. That brown thimble on top of the telephone pole is a cell tower. And these are being placed every couple blocks. A company can come and put a cell tower right outside your window. So this is something that's happening throughout the Bay Area, and it's going to be happening throughout the United States.
Is there a catch?
There is, just a small one. It might kill you. So you'll find.
How so?
Well, a few days ago, actually, a group of scientists, doctors, environmental organizers, and concerned citizens got together and they called for the urgent stop to the deployment of 5G. They said that it's been proven harmful to human bodies, that this is an experiment on humanity, and that this should be called a crime under international law.
This stuff is untested on kids. Their safety is not certain.
These untested technologies are, at this time, not ready to be unleashed into our lives.
5G can be a tremendous boom to California, but only if it can be put up quickly and easily. I know scientifically that putting up these cell phone towers is safe.
But the International Association of Firefighters disagrees.
Because what the science shows is that we're all affected on some level. Every cell in our body communicates using tiny electric signals. It's how our nervous system operates. So to think that we could put an exponential amount of microwave radiation into our environment and not feel effects is simply false.
They began opposing cell towers on fire stations after firefighters complained of health problems.
These firefighters developed symptoms, and the symptoms included problem with memory, problem with intermittent confusion, problem with weakness.
Hoyser says their brain scans suggest even low-level RF can cause cell damage, and he worries about more vulnerable groups like kids.
But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask. Are there legitimate health concerns?
As it's being rolled out worldwide without safety testing. Let me say that again, without safety testing, and how we've got scientists and doctors and environmental organizers saying, stop this. Because in terms of the effects of wireless radiation, the science is in. Wireless radiation can lead to cancerous heart tumors, brain tumors, DNA damage. Wireless radiation is linked to infertility, to autism, Alzheimer's.
What we have is the industry clearly lying to public representatives, which should outrage you enough that you stop the process. And what you need to understand is no wireless device, and 5G included, is safety tested before it's put on market. We have video from the FCC proceedings with one of the 5G engineers saying themselves, look, we are forcing these directed beams into people's windows at levels that we do not allow in our labs, in our safety labs.
But get this, wireless companies in the U.S. say they'll have to install about 300,000 new antennas for the rollout of 5G. That is roughly equal to the total number of cell phone towers built over the past 3 decades.
We won't stop.
Tiny wavelengths, much shorter than the ones the current 4G networks work on. That means cell towers or receptors will need to be much closer.
It's not just headaches and insomnia. It's much more serious things, such as infertility, DNA damage, and eventually cancer.